Happy morning, students. Welcome to grade 6 English class. Children, today we are going to learn a few keywords from the poem A House, a Home from Unit 1. It was written by Lauren M. Halling. The name of the poem is A House, a Home. Children, now let's learn few keywords from the poem A House, a Home with its meaning, and using that keyword we shall frame the sentence. Children, now let's learn and practice the keywords from the poem A House, a Home. The title is A House, a Home. It is a poem. Now let's practice few keywords. The first one is yard. Y-A-R-D, yard. Look at the spelling, children. Y-A-R-D, yard. Second one, S-T-U-C-C-O, stucco. S-T-U-C-C-O, stucco. The first one is yard, Y-A-R-D, yard. Second one, stucco. S-T-U-C-C-O, stucco. Third one, eaves. Look at the spelling, E-A-V-E-S, eaves. Yard, stucco, eaves. Then fourth one is unselfish. Look at the spelling, U-N, selfish, S-E-L-F-I-S-H. Again, let's practice, children. The first one is yard, Y-A-R-D, yard. Second one, stucco, S-T-U-C-C-O, stucco. Third one, eaves, E-A-V-E-S. Look at the spelling, E-A-V-E-S, eaves. Fourth one is unselfish, U-N, selfish, S-E-L-F-I-S-H, selfish, unselfish. The next, fifth one, share, S-H-A-R-E, share, S-H-A-R-E, share. Sixth one, lots, L-O-T-S, lots, L-O-T-S, lots. Seventh one, chimney, C-H-I-M-N-E-Y, chimney, C-H-I-M-N-E-Y, chimney. Eighth one, tile, T-I-L-E, tile. Ninth one, act, A-C-T, act. Tenth one, caring, C-A-R-I-N-G, caring. Again, let's pronounce the keywords, children. Listen carefully. First, Y-A-R-D, yard. Second one, stucco, S-T-U-C-C-O, stucco. Third one, eaves, E-A-V-E-S, eaves. Fourth one, unselfish, U-N-S-E-L-F-I-S-H, unselfish. Fifth one, share, S-H-A-R-E, share. Sixth one, lots, L-O-T-S, lots. Seventh one, chimney, C-H-I-M-N-E-Y, chimney. Eighth one, tile, T-I-L-E, tile. Ninth one, act, A-C-T, act. And then 10th one is caring, C-A-R-I-N-G, caring. Now let's read the keywords fast. Listen carefully, children. You can read along with me also. Number 1, yard. Number 2, stucco. Number 3, eaves. Number 4, unselfish. Fifth, share. Sixth, lots. Seventh one, chimney. Eighth, tile. Ninth one, act. 10th one, caring. So this is the keywords from the poem A House, a Home. Now let's learn the meaning of these keywords. Look at the first one, children. That is yard, Y-A-R-D, yard. What is the meaning of this word yard? This word yard represents as a garden in the house. Look at the spelling, children. Y-A-R-D, yard means a garden in the house. Or can say as a small space surrounded by walls at the back of a house, usually with a hard surface. So this is known as yard. Yard means it is, you can say, as a backyard. The back space of our house, a small space surrounded by walls at the back of a house, usually with a hard surface. And then we can say as a space at the back of a house. Yard means a space at the back of a house, usually surrounded by a fence and covered with a grass. This is known as yard. Yard means a space in the backside of a house, that is known as yard. Yard you can say as a backyard also. Yard, Y-A-R-D. Yard means a garden in the house, or you can say as a small space surrounded by walls at the back of a house, usually with a hard surface. In a short form, we can say as yard means a space at the back of a house, usually surrounded by a fence and covered with grass. Now look at the second one, children. Now let's look at the second one, that is stucco. Look at the spelling, S-T-U-C-C-O. What is the spelling? Listen carefully. Stucco, S-T-U-C-C-O. That means it known as cement plaster. Look at the spelling for cement, C-E-M-E-N-T. Cement plaster, P-L-A-S-T-E-R, plaster. You can say as this stucco as molding the walls decoration. To decorate the walls we can use molding, that is known as stucco. Then this stucco means fine plaster used for coating wall surfaces or molding into architectural decorations. Molding, this is known as molding. Stucco means it is molding. A fine plaster used in decoration and ornamentation as of interior walls. Or you can say as this stucco means a material usually made of Portland cement, sand and a small percentage of lime and applied in a plastic state to form a hard covering for walls. So this is cement plaster. You can say as cement plaster means stucco. Stucco means cement plaster, or you can say as molding the walls to decorate. It is used to decorate the walls. It is used to mold the walls. That is stucco. S-T-U-C-C-O. Stucco means cement plaster. You can say as cement plaster. A fine plaster used for coating wall surfaces or molding into architectural decorations. Now look at the next one, that is third one, eaves. Look at the spelling, E-A-V-E-S. Eaves means edge of the sloping roof. It is known as the edge of the sloping roof. That is eaves, E-A-V-E-S. You can say as the lower border of a roof that overhangs the wall. The lower border of a roof that overhangs the wall, that is known as eaves, E-A-V-E-S, eaves. Eaves are the underside of a roof, especially the part of the roof that attaches unto just out from the house, or you can say as the edge of the roof, the sloping roof. The edge point we can say as eaves. That is the edge of the sloping roof is known as eaves. The lower border of a roof that overhangs the wall, that is known as eaves. It is specially mentioned in the underside of roof, the part of the roof that attaches to and just out from the house, that is known as eaves. The area where a roof extends a small way past the wall of a building is usually referred to as the eaves. And then we can say as eaves are formed as the rafters of the roof extend past the side of the building to distribute and support the load of the roof more evenly. That is known as eaves. In a short way, we can say as edge of the roof, or you can say as it support the load of the roof more evenly. Eaves means it supports the load of the roof more evenly. The next fourth one is the unselfish. Look at the spelling, children. UN shellfish. SELFISH. Shellfish. Unselfish. The word unselfish means without any motive or without any motivation. Without any motive. Unselfish means without any motive. Willing to put the needs or wishes of others before one's own. That is known as unselfish. Without any motive is known as unselfish. An unselfish person thinks about what is good for other people, not just about their own advantage. So unselfish means person who thinks about what is good for other persons, good for other people, not just about their own advantage. So the person who bothers about other is good. That is who is maintaining us about other people, not just about their own advantage. They are known as unselfish people. So unselfish means without any motive. The next fifth one is share. 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 Share means work together. Share means work together. On a short we can say as, that is a part or portion of a large amount which is divided among a number of people, which is divided into number of people or to which a number of people contribute. Suppose if your mother brings a chocolate cake, there is only one chocolate cake is there and you and your brother are sitting nearby. What will your mother do? She will divide the cake into two and she will give to you and your mother. There stands the sharing. So share means work together or divide the works into two. So a part or a portion of a large amount which is divided. The word the share refers to divided among a number of people or divided among people. In short we can say one of the equal parts into which a company's capital is divided. The portions, we can say as the portion is splitted into two. That is known as share or work together. We can share our work together to complete it in a particular time. Look at the next sixth one. Sixth one is lots. 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 Look at the spelling, children. Lots. LOTS. Lots means so many, a number of. Okay, so many, a large amount of, we can say as. Lots means so many. You can say thus lots are very many or very much or very often is a lot. If you like something very much, you might say, I like it a lot. Or if you have a large amount of homework, how will you say? You can say as, I have a lot of homework. A lot is correctly written as two words, not a lot. So listen, children. Lot means we can say as a large number of, or can say as so many. Very much or very often is a lot. How will you say? I like it a lot. I have a lot of homework. So many homeworks I have. So I have a lot of homework. Next, seventh one is a chimney. Look at the spelling for chimney, children. CHIMNEY. Chimney. What do you mean by chimney? Chimney means it directs the smoke away. Chimney, it directs the smoke away from the store and out of the house. Can say as that is the chimney, make the smoke goes up into the air through the roof of a building. So that is known as chimney. In a short, we can say as chimney means a vertical channel or pipe which conducts smoke and gases up from a fire and typically through the roof of a building. That is known as chimney. A glass tube protecting the flame of a lamp. This is known as chimney. Chimney means it directs the smoke away from the stove and out of the house. It makes the chimney helps the smoke to go out into the through the roof of a building. Now look at the eighth one, children. Tile. T-I-L-E. Tile. Look at the spelling. Tile. T-I-L-E. Tile means covers a wall or roof. Tile means it covers a wall or roof. What do you mean by tiles, children? That is a covers a wall or a roof. And these tiles are thin objects, usually square or rectangular in shape. This we all use in our home, that is in our wall. We have used this type of tiles which covers the wall to decorate it. Tiles are the thin objects, usually square or rectangular in shape. The word is, this word that is a tile is derived from the French word which is in turn from the Latin word. And then this word that is a tile composed a fine clay. These tiles are often used to form wall and floor coverings and can range from simple square tiles to complex or mosaics. So this tile is used in our home, that is to cover the wall or floor. Both we can use this type of, that is a tiles. Tiles we can use in our home to cover the wall or to cover the floor also. We can use this tile to show our home in a decorative way. This is a thin object and it may be in square or rectangular in shape. These tiles are often used to form wall and floor coverings and can range from simple square tiles to complex or mosaics. The next one is act. The ninth one is act. Look at the spelling for act. What is the spelling for act, children? A-C-T, act. Act means do something. D-O, do something. S-O-M-E-T-H-I-N-G, something. Act means do something. That is, do something for a particular purpose. Do something for a particular purpose is known as act. Anything done. Listen, children, act means anything done, being done or to be done is known as act. The process of doing. In a short form, we can say as act means the process of doing. You are doing some work. Act accordingly. According to the situation, we have to do the work. Okay. Now the online session is going on. According to that, you have to act means according to that, you have to join the class. You have to do the homework and submit the assignments on time. That is the work assigned to you. So you have to act according to that situation. So act means do something. The process of doing. Caught in the act. A formal decision. You can say as a formal decision. Anything done or being done or to be done. The process, the work. Do something. So it's known as act. Now look at the 10th one, caring. Look at the spelling for caring. C-A-R-I-N-G, caring. Caring means supporting others. Look at the spelling. S-U-P-P-O-R-T-I-N-G, supporting others. So caring means supporting others. Caring, it says as emotional support to others. It means that is to give emotional support to others. So that is known as caring. Caring means displaying kindness and concern for others. displaying kindness and concern for others. Then this caring means you can say as feeling or showing concern for or kindness to others, a kind, caring person. So caring means feeling or showing concern for others. And then for the sympathy to come pouring out. So this is caring, you can say as in sympathy, or you can say as feeling or showing concern for or showing kindness on others, to give emotional support to others. We can use this word caring. Caring means emotional support to others, or you can say as supporting others. Children, now again let's recall the keywords one by one. First one, yard. Yard means a garden in the house. Yard, a garden in the house. Second one, stucco. Stucco means cement plaster. Stucco, cement plaster. Third one, eaves. Edge of the sloping roof. Eaves means edge of the sloping roof. Fourth one, unselfish. Without any motive. Unselfish means without any motive. Fifth one, share. S-H-A-R-E. Share. Share means work together. Share. Work together. Sixth one, lots. Lots means so many. Seventh one, chimney. Directs the smoke away. Chimney. Directs the smoke away. Eighth one, tile. Covers a wall or floor. Listen children again. Tile. Covers a wall or floor. Ninth one, act. Do something. Act. Do something. Tenth one, caring. Supporting others. Caring. Supporting others. Now again let's practice these keywords alone children. First one, yard. Second one, stucco. Third one, eaves. Fourth one, unselfish. Fifth one, share. Sixth one, lots. Seventh one, chimney. Eighth one, tile. Ninth one, act. 10th one, caring. Children, still now we have learned keywords from the poem A House, a Home. Using that keywords, we shall frame few sentences. Next, Roman letter 2. Frame a sentence for the following words. Using the keywords, we have to frame a sentence. The first one is yard. Yard means, what is the meaning children? Yard means a garden in the house. Listen, how we can frame a sentence using this word yard. Yard means a garden in the house, a backyard we can say as. I planted an apple tree in my yard. That is, I planted an apple tree where in my yard. Here yard represents as garden, a garden in the house. That is, I planted an apple tree in my garden in the house. That is, the person has planted an apple tree in his, that is a house, the backyard. So a garden. Yard means garden in the house. So the person has planted an apple tree in the garden. So yard means a garden in the house. So now read the sentence children. Yard. I planted an apple tree in my yard. Now look at the second one. Stucco. Stucco means cemented plaster. Stucco means cemented plaster. The word stucco refers to cemented plaster. Look at the spelling for stucco. S-T-U-C-C-O. Stucco means that is cemented plaster. So this word stucco, how we can frame the sentence? The sun had warmed the stucco. So the person has built the, that is a covered the wall with a stucco with a cemented plaster. The house is covered with a cemented plaster. That is, the house is covered with stucco, cemented plaster, and it had warmed by the sun. So How we can get the meaning here? The sun had warmed the stucco. The sun had warmed the cemented plaster. The house had plastered with cement, so it was warmed by the sun. So stucco means cemented plaster. Now how we shall frame the sentence? The sun had warmed the stucco. The sun had warmed the stucco. Here stucco represent as cemented plaster. Now look at the third one, eaves. Look at the spelling E-A-V-E-S. Eaves means, that is, what is the meaning of eaves? Edge of the sloping roof. The point, the portion which is the edge of the roof, which stands as the strong portion, and it plays a major role, that is the edge of the roof. So eaves means edge of the sloping roof. Birds had nested under the eaves. What is the meaning here? Eaves. Eaves means the edge of the roof. So birds had nested under the edge of the roof. So here the meaning is birds had built nest where at the edge of the roof. Here eaves means the place at the edge of the roof. So birds had nested under the sloping roof. So edge of the roof. Eaves means edge of the roof. And look at the sentence. Birds had nested under the eaves. Now look at the fourth one, children. That is unselfish. Unselfish means without any motive. Unselfish means without any motive. Using this meaning, we have to frame the sentence. He is an unselfish player. So he is an unselfish player. Here unselfish means without any motive. So the person is an unselfish. So he is an unselfish player. Here it represents as unselfish means without any motive. So now look at the sentence, unselfish. He is an unselfish player. He is an unselfish player. Now look at the fifth one, that is share. S-H-A-R-E. Share means work together. We can say as work together or join together. Divide this into two. So share. Now look at the sentence. Let's share the expenses. Now look at the next sixth one. Lots. Lots means so many, a lot of. So the word lots means so many. Now look at the sentence, children. Children need lots of love and affection. So here lots means so many. There is no limit is there. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Children need lots of love and affection. So they need a large number of, there is no end, a lot of love and affection. So children need lots of love and affection. So lots means so many. Children need lots of love and affection. Seventh one, chimney. Chimney means directs the smoke away from the stove and out of the house. Or you can say as smoke goes up into the air through the roof of a building. So that is known as chimney. It allows the smoke into out of the house, that is out of the roof. So chimney, how we can frame the sentence? The chimney was made of bricks. The chimney, here chimney means it directs the smokes away. So the chimney was made of bricks. How the chimney was made? This chimney was made of bricks. So chimney means it directs the smoke away and it is made of bricks. Now look at the sentence, chimney. The chimney was made of bricks. Now look at the eighth one, children. Tile, T-I-L-E. Tile means it covers wall or floor. Look at the sentence. He wants to tile the bathroom. That is, he wants to cover the wall, bathroom wall. He wants to tile the bathroom. He wants to cover the bathroom wall with tiles. The tiles is in square shapes. A thin rectangular or square object is known as tile. Now look at the sentence, children. Tile. He wants to tile the bathroom. That is, he wants to cover his bathroom with tiles. He wants to tile the bathroom. Next, ninth one, act. Act means do something for a particular purpose. Now look at the sentence. She had to act now. That is, she has to do something else for a particular purpose. So act means she has to do something else for the particular purpose. Now look at the sentence. Act means she had to act now. She has to perform now. She had to act now. Next, 10th one, caring. Caring means that is the emotional support to others. Emotional support to others. Raj spent his life caring for others. That is, he spent his life for supporting others, for an emotional support to others. He spent his life for caring others. Raj spent his life caring for others, for supporting others. So this is known as caring. So children, again let's recall the word with its sentence. The first one, yard. I planted an apple tree in my yard. Second one, stucco. The sun had warmed the stucco. Third one, eaves. Birds had nested under the eaves. Fourth one, unselfish. He is an unselfish player. Fifth one, share. Let's share the expenses. Sixth one, lots. Children need lots of love and affection. Seventh one, chimney. The chimney was made of bricks. Eighth one, tile. He wants to tile the bathroom. Act. She had to act now. 10th one, caring. Raj spent his life caring for others. Children, now take your rough notebook. Mention the date, mention the subject name, and then unit 1, a house, a home, poem. Write as the Roman letter 1, keywords. Write all the 10 keywords with its meaning. Leave one line. The next write Roman letter 2, frame sentences, and then take down the keywords with the sentence which is framed. So write it neatly, learn and take down in your rough notebook. So children, we have learned, that is unit 1, poem, a house, a home, its keywords with its meaning, and we have framed sentences using the keywords. So take down this in your notebook, write it neatly, mention the date, mention the title, and then take down the keywords with its meaning, and Roman letter 2, that is a frame sentences. That is a frame a sentence for the following words. Write the word with its and you have to frame the sentence. Write it neatly, learn and then take down in your rough notebook. Write it neatly. After completing this, take a photocopy and send it to me. Thank you.